Welcome to the training presentation, Every Child Shines, Unlocking Potential with the Carolina Curriculum. This training session is made possible by the Kentucky Governor's Office of Early Childhood. Welcome to this training session on the Carolina Curriculum for infants, toddlers, and preschoolers with special needs. This curriculum is a powerful tool that connects assessment with intervention in a way that feels natural, supportive, and play-based. The heart of the Carolina curriculum is the belief that every child can learn and grow when we provide the proper supports in a meaningful ways. You will notice throughout this training session that the focus is on embedding learning into daily routines, not pulling children away for special instruction. This approach helps children feel included, supported, and successful. The session will explore how you can use this curriculum to guide your observations, identify goals, and create interventions that work in everyday settings. It is also family-centered, so families play a key role in the process. By the end of the training session, you will feel more confident in using the Carolina curriculum to support children of all abilities. The goal of this session is to inspire you to see everyday moments as a learning opportunity. This session will also give you the opportunity to practice how to link assessment results directly to strategies you can use in your classroom. Whether you are new to this curriculum or want to strengthen your skills, this session will leave you with practical ideas to apply right away. The training session will first explore what the Carolina curriculum actually is and why it matters in early childhood education. You will see that it's much more than a checklist. It is a living tool that guides how teachers observe, assess, and teach. Then the session will focus on how this tool was designed to meet the needs of children with developmental delays or disabilities while still being flexible enough for a wide range of learners. A significant strength of the Carolina curriculum is its direct connection of assessment to intervention. Instead of simply identifying delays, it helps you plan what to do next. The session will also focus on embedding learning into everyday routines such as snack, circle time, or outdoor play. This makes learning more natural and meaningful for children. Another key part of the training session is learning how to collaborate with families so that interventions carry over into the home. By the end of the session, you will have tools you can use tomorrow in your classroom. These are the four main goals for this training session. First, you will be able to explain the core principles of the Carolina curriculum. That includes understanding that it's play-based, family-centered, routine-based, and individualized. Second, you will learn how to use its assessment process. This means moving beyond just testing children to actually identifying their strengths and needs in a developmental sequence. Third, we will practice embedding interventions into everyday routines. You will see how simple it is to turn something like snack time into a language or fine motor learning opportunity. And finally, the session will discuss how to partner with families. This curriculum encourages collaboration, so families and providers are working toward the same goals. These objectives are designed to give you a balance of knowledge and hands-on strategies. The Carolina curriculum was created because traditional assessments often don't meet the needs of young children with special needs. Standardized tests can be too rigid, too stressful, and not reflective of how children actually function in daily life. The Carolina curriculum takes a different approach. It's developmental, meaning it follows a natural progression of skills from infancy through preschool. It's also play-based, so children are assessed in ways that feel natural and enjoyable. Another strength is that it's family-centered. Families are encouraged to share input and be active partners in setting goals. Most importantly, assessment is directly linked to intervention. That means you don't just collect information, you use it to plan what comes next immediately. This makes the curriculum very practical for teachers and caregivers. It supports children in a way that feels positive, functional, and connected to real life. The Carolina curriculum is grounded in a few core beliefs. First, it is family-centered. Families are recognized as the primary experts of their child, and their priorities guide the learning process. Second, it is play-based. Play is how young children explore the world, solve problems, and develop socially and emotionally. Third, it is routine-based. Instead of isolating learning to a therapy session, we use natural routines like snack, dressing, or cleanup to embed skill-building opportunities. Finally, it is individualized. Each child's strengths, needs, and interests guide the selection of goals and strategies. Following these principles ensures that learning is meaningful, engaging, and effective. It also makes teaching more practical because you are using activities you already do. Keeping these principles in mind sets the stage for successful intervention and collaboration with families. They are the backbone of how the Carolina curriculum supports each child's overall development. The Carolina curriculum is divided into 2 volumes. The CCITSN focuses on infants and toddlers, while CCPSN addresses preschoolers. Each assessment item corresponds to a page or section in the curriculum volume, giving you a clear how-to for intervention. This makes lesson planning efficient and evidence-based. Strategies include step-by-step instructions, materials needed, and adaptations for individual needs. By using the curriculum, you can take assessment data and immediately turn it into practical teaching strategies. This also makes it easier to communicate with families and other team members about the child's progress. The curriculum ensures consistency and clarity across settings. Assessment is the first step in the Carolina curriculum. The most commonly used tool is the AEPS, which is criterion referenced. This means each child is evaluated against a set of developmental milestones rather than comparing them to other children. The purpose is to gain a clear understanding of the child's capabilities, current learning, and readiness for the next level. Skills are scored as mastered, emerging, or not yet, giving you immediate guidance on where to focus your teaching. This approach is strengths-based because it highlights what the child can already do while identifying the next steps. Observation is a key component, and you'll gather much of your information in natural, everyday settings. Importantly, families are partners in this process, providing critical insights about skills practiced at home. By the end of the assessment, you have a clear roadmap for planning meaningful and functional goals for each child. The Carolina curriculum breaks development into 6 major domains. Cognition covers problem solving, memory, and thinking skills. Communication includes both expressive and receptive language abilities. Social emotional skills involve interacting with peers and adults, regulating emotions, and developing relationships. Fine motor skills focus on small hand movements like grasping and manipulating objects. Gross motor skills involve larger movements such as walking, running, or climbing. Adaptive or self-help skills are the daily living skills like feeding or dressing. Assessing across all domains ensures that we are looking at the whole child. It helps us understand their strengths and areas for growth comprehensively. When you know where a child is developing well and where they need support, you can plan targeted, effective interventions. Each curriculum page is carefully structured. First, it clearly states the skill or goal. Next, it lists materials, usually everyday items you already have in the classroom. Teaching procedures provide step-by-step guidance for helping the child master the skill. Adaptations allow you to modify instruction or materials to meet the needs of children with various abilities. This layout is designed to make teaching straightforward and practical. By following the page, you can confidently embed learning into routines. This organization saves time, reduces stress, and increases the likelihood of successful learning. Preparation is critical before beginning the assessment. First, talk with the family. Ask about their priorities, concerns, and what the child enjoys. This gives you valuable context and ensures the assessment focuses on meaningful skills. Second, select a setting where the child feels safe and comfortable, ideally the child's classroom. Familiarity helps the child engage naturally, providing most accurate information. Third, gather the materials. You don't need a formal test kit. Everyday classroom toys, balls, blocks, dolls, or snack items are perfect. Using familiar materials also gives children more confidence and reflects real-life skills. By preparing thoughtfully, you increase the reliability of your assessment and ensure that the process is positive and engaging for the child. Assessment is like being a detective. Observation is your primary tool. Watch the child as they move through routines and play activities. Note how they solve problems, communicate, and interact with peers. Interaction is also essential. You can model a task and see if the child imitates or attempts it independently. Families provide invaluable information, filling in gaps you may not see in the classroom. For example, a child may use a skill at home that they didn't demonstrate in your session. Document all observations carefully on your assessment form. Record what the child can do, what they are starting to do, and what they haven't yet mastered. This thorough approach gives you the roadmap for intervention. Scoring is simple, yet powerful. A score of 2 means the child consistently performs the skill independently. A 1 indicates the skill is emerging. The child is starting to do it, but may need support or is inconsistent. A 0 shows the skill hasn't been observed yet. Emerging skills are a gold mine for intervention. They represent what the child is ready to learn next, providing the most efficient path for progress. Mastered skills are necessary too. They highlight strengths that can be built upon. The scoring system is easy to understand and directly informs your teaching. It also helps communicate progress clearly to families and other team members. By focusing on emerging skills, you can create meaningful, achievable goals that motivate the child. Once the assessment is complete, the next step is goal setting. Use the child's strengths to encourage confidence and motivation. Focus on emerging skills as immediate targets. They are where the child is most likely to learn. Skills not yet developed may become future goals. Collaboration with the family is essential. Goals should reflect what is meaningful and functional in the child's daily life. Clear, functional goals create alignment across all caregivers and professionals. The assessment provides objective information to guide these decisions. By connecting scores to goals, you make the learning process strategic and intentional. This step ensures that your teaching is targeted, efficient, and child-focused. Practical goals follow the SMART framework. Specific goals that clearly state what the child will do, measurable goals that show how you will track progress, achievable goals that are realistic next steps, relevant goals that align with the child's needs and family priorities, time-bound goals that include a clear time frame. For example, if a child has a goal to use a single word to request an item 3 times per day, is a SMART goal. It is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Writing SMART goals ensures clarity for teachers, families, and other team members. It also increases the chances of successful skill acquisition. SMART goals provide a roadmap for teaching and measuring progress. Play is the natural medium for learning in early childhood. Through play, children explore, solve problems, interact socially, and develop fine motor skills. Teachers act as scaffolds, guiding, modeling, and extending learning opportunities. Observing play provides rich assessment information. Play is inherently motivating because it is enjoyable. Embedding learning within play ensures that children can remain engaged and build confidence. This approach also respects children's interests and supports their authentic learning process. With intentional observation and scaffolding, play becomes a powerful intervention tool. The Carolina curriculum encourages using play for both assessment and teaching, making it efficient and joyful. Embedding intervention into routines is the heart of the Carolina curriculum. This involves utilizing existing activities such as snack, circle time, free play, and outdoor play to teach skills. Children are more engaged when learning feels natural and relevant. Routine-based intervention is efficient. You don't need to carve out any extra time. It also increases the likelihood that skills will generalize, meaning that children can use them in multiple settings. By integrating teaching into routines, you support the child's independence and confidence. You also create consistent learning opportunities throughout the day. This approach aligns perfectly with family priorities, making it easier for parents to reinforce skills at home. It's a win-win for children, families, and teachers. Snack time is an ideal opportunity for teaching communication. You might give a child small portions of food and pause when they want more. This encourages them to communicate their needs. If the child attempts to say a word, immediately respond and reinforce the effort. Modeling the word clearly shows the child what to say. Positive reinforcement helps the child connect communication with a desired outcome. Snack time is a routine that children naturally participate in every day. Embedding teaching here ensures repeated, meaningful practice. This method also reduces frustration, strengthens vocabulary, and supports family goals. It's a simple, powerful way to turn everyday moments into learning opportunities. Whole group time provides many teaching opportunities. You might offer the child choices, such as 2 songs to practice decision making and communication. You might encourage imitation of actions like clapping, touching head and shoulders, or moving during songs. You can use explicit modeling and gently guide hands if necessary. This builds gross motor, cognitive, and social emotional skills. By embedding learning in whole group time, children remain engaged and motivated. Repetition within a fun, predictable routine strengthens skill acquisition. Whole group time also allows for social learning, turn-taking, and group participation. These small, intentional moments accumulate into meaningful developmental progress. Adaptations ensure all children can participate. You can change materials to make tasks more accessible. Instruction can be modified with gestures, simplified steps, or physical support. The environment may be adjusted to reduce distractions or improve accessibility. These small changes make a big difference. Adaptation is not about lowering expectations, it's about removing barriers. Children can practice skills in ways that work for their abilities. This promotes inclusion, confidence, and engagement. The Carolina curriculum emphasizes flexibility to meet individual needs. Adapting activities helps children succeed while maintaining a challenging, supportive learning environment. Tracking progress is essential to measure growth and adjust strategies. AEPS progress forms allow you to note changes in mastery, emerging, or not yet skills over time. Anecdotal notes provide context, detailing how a child uses skills in daily routines. Graphs or charts offer visual tracking for quick reference and family communication. Consistent progress monitoring informs your teaching decisions. It allows you to celebrate successes and identify areas that need more support. Progress tracking also provides documentation for individualized plans. The Carolina curriculum integrates assessment, intervention, and progress monitoring seamlessly. This continuous loop supports intentional, responsive teaching. Families are central to the Carolina curriculum. Always share results in plain language, highlighting strengths and growth areas. Discuss the child's goals in the context of meaningful routines like snack, bedtime, or play. You can provide simple strategies for the home that reinforce what is taught in the classroom. Always encourage feedback from families about successes and challenges they encounter in the home. Family partnership ensures consistency and generalization of skills. It also builds trust, strengthens relationships, and empowers family. Involving families makes teaching and intervention more holistic and sustainable. The Carolina curriculum is designed to honor the expertise of families. Regular collaboration keeps the child's learning aligned across all environments. Collaboration strengthens outcomes for children. It's important to share assessment results and intervention plans with all relevant team members. The team might include classroom teachers, therapists, consultants, and the family. Regular meetings help ensure consistency across settings. Coordination reduces duplication and gaps in teaching. This collaboration also promotes professional learning among staff. Everyone gains insight from observing and discussing strategies. The Carolina curriculum provides a shared language and structure for team collaboration. By communicating clearly, all team members can support the child's goals effectively. This ensures a unified, strategic approach to development. Reflection is a key part of effective teaching. Ask yourself, are these interventions truly embedded in daily routines? Are the goals SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and have a time frame? Are families engaged as partners? Are the adaptations effectively removing barriers without lowering expectations? Reflecting on these questions allows you to adjust strategies and improve your teaching practice. Self-reflection supports professional growth and enhances outcomes for children. The Carolina curriculum encourages ongoing reflection. By regularly evaluating your teaching practices, you ensure that interventions are meaningful, efficient, and child-centered. Reflection also helps identify areas for your continued professional development. Challenges are part of every classroom. Time constraints may limit assessment opportunities, but embedding assessment into daily routines can help address this issue. Children with multiple needs require prioritization. Focus first on emerging skills that are most functional. Family engagement can vary, but flexible communication, such as phone calls, notes, or virtual meetings, can help increase engagement. Solutions involve creativity, planning, and collaboration. The Carolina curriculum is designed to be flexible and responsive. It allows teachers to manage multiple challenges without compromising the quality of intervention. Anticipating potential barriers always helps you plan ahead. By approaching challenges proactively, you maintain consistency and effectiveness in teaching. The Carolina curriculum offers multiple benefits. It is child-centered and play-based, supporting motivation and engagement. Embedding intervention in routines makes learning natural and efficient. Family involvement strengthens skill generalization and builds partnerships. Linking assessment directly to intervention ensures targeted, practical teaching. Flexibility allows adaptation to meet individual needs. These benefits lead to more meaningful learning experiences, improved developmental outcomes, and increased family satisfaction. Teachers also gain confidence and clarity in planning. Overall, the Carolina curriculum fosters inclusive, functional, and joyful learning for all children. Meet Ethan, a 6-month-old infant diagnosed with cerebral palsy. Ethan enjoys tummy time, reaching for rattles, and gentle rocking. His family's primary goal is to help him develop better head control and hand-eye coordination, which are foundational skills for later mobility, feeding, and self-care. Using the Carolina curriculum, we can embed these learning opportunities into his daily routines rather than creating separate therapy sessions. For example, during tummy time, we can encourage him to lift his head slightly longer while placing a favorite toy just within reach. During diaper changes or feeding, we can encourage him to reach or grasp gently, turning everyday moments into intentional learning opportunities. The assessment process helps us identify which skills are emerging, mastered, or not yet observed, giving us a clear roadmap for intervention. Families play a central role. They know what motivates Ethan, the routines he enjoys, and the strategies that work at home. We can collaborate closely with them to ensure consistency across environments, reinforcing skill development throughout the day. Even small incremental gains are meaningful at this age, and embedding interventions into routines reduces frustration and increases engagement. By observing, documenting, and reflecting on Ethan's responses, we can adjust strategies and provide the support he needs to succeed. The Carolina curriculum ensures that interventions are practical, functional, and family-centered, while still being playful and engaging for Ethan. This approach promotes confidence, skill acquisition, and a strong foundation for future developmental milestones. Ethan's assessment reveals that he can lift his head briefly during tummy time, which is an emerging skill, and he is beginning to reach for a rattle. These emerging skills indicate areas where he is ready to learn and where targeted intervention can be most effective. Skills such as rolling side to side and grasping toys have not yet been observed, which gives us a clear focus for future goals. It's important to note that not yet does not indicate failure. Instead, it provides a roadmap for teaching next steps. Observing Ethan during natural routines like tummy time, play, or feeding allows us to gather authentic information about how he moves, interacts, and responds to his environment. Families add critical insights. Ethan may demonstrate certain abilities at home that don't appear in the classroom. Documenting these observations helps us plan interventions that are functional, meaningful, and embedded into daily life. The structured observation links directly to the Carolina curriculum's next steps for intervention, ensuring a practical, family-centered approach. Overall, this snapshot helps teachers prioritize skills that will have the most immediate impact on Ethan's development while respecting his abilities and pace. Once we identify Ethan's emerging skills, we create specific functional goals that can be practiced throughout the day. For head control, we embed tummy time into his daily routine, such as placing him on a play mat after diaper changes or before naps. Using a favorite toy or gentle prompts, we encourage him to lift his head slightly longer each time, gradually increasing the duration. For hand-eye coordination, we provide rattles or soft toys during playtime, positioning them within reach so he is motivated to grasp and interact. Each attempt is reinforced with praise, clapping, or smiles to strengthen motivation and engagement. Families are encouraged to practice these strategies at home, offering consistency and increasing opportunities for learning. The Carolina curriculum emphasizes that even small successes are meaningful. By observing, reflecting, and collaborating with his family, we create a supportive, consistent, and joyful learning environment for him. This approach ensures that interventions are practical, measurable, and tailored to his unique needs, while involving the family fully in his developmental journey. Maya is an 18-month-old toddler with Down syndrome who enjoys stacking blocks, songs, and interactive play with peers and adults. Her family has expressed that they want her to develop fine motor skills and early communication, which will support independence and social interaction as she grows. Using the Carolina curriculum, we embed learning into everyday routines like play, snack, circle time, and transitions. For instance, when she stacks blocks, we can scaffold her hand placement or demonstrate adding one more block, which encourages problem solving and fine motor development. During songs or interactive play, we can model simple gestures or single words to promote communication. Assessment identifies which skills are mastered, emerging, or not yet present, giving a clear picture of Maya's developmental profile. Emerging skills are targeted for immediate intervention because these are the areas where she is ready to learn. Family collaboration is essential. They can practice the same gestures or simple words at home. Observation is ongoing. Every routine is an opportunity to gather data, reflect on her progress, and adjust teaching strategies. Embedding interventions into the enjoyable activities keeps Maya engaged and motivated. The Carolina curriculum provides a structured yet flexible approach that respects Maya's interests and abilities while addressing developmental priorities. By focusing on functional, meaningful goals, we support her overall development in a way that feels natural, positive, and sustainable. For Maya, we focus on emerging skills in communication and fine motor development. During play, we encourage her to point or say simple words when requesting a favorite toy. Each time she attempts communication, we respond immediately, modeling the gesture or word to reinforce her learning. This occurs naturally during the routines of the day, so learning is embedded rather than isolated. For fine motor development, we scaffold block stacking by placing 2 blocks and showing her how to align them, gradually encouraging her to stack independently. Positive reinforcement, such as clapping or praise, motivates Maya and helps her connect effort with success. Progress is monitored, and we always are providing feedback to the team and family. The Carolina curriculum allows us to adapt strategies to her abilities and interests, which provides a consistent approach to intervention. This process builds her independence, strengthens her early communication, and is supporting fine motor development in a practical, playful way. By combining assessment, intervention, and family involvement, we create a clear path for Maya's continued growth and success. In conclusion, the Carolina curriculum is a robust, practical framework for supporting young children with special needs. The key steps are to observe and assess children, identify emerging skills, and set SMART functional goals. It's important to embed interventions into routines, making learning natural and meaningful. Close collaboration with families and other team members create consistency across all settings. It's important to continuously reflect, adapt, and monitor progress to ensure effective teaching. By following this approach, you support children in achieving their full potential while maintaining a family-centered, play-based, and routine-based approach.